All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We have another one for you here. This is from Richard Dolan. I don't know if you remember, but a couple days ago we made a video about manipulating time and space. A U.S. official admits this to the public. And then we made another video where Ross Coulthard said that he doesn't believe it was anything particular, right? And then we have Richard Dolan. He has a different take on this, and he also shows some stuff that might corroborate that what this U.S. official is saying, there may be some validity to it. Guys, like, subscribe, share with your friends.
The statement from a couple of days ago, April 14th, 2025, by Michael Kratsios. He was recently confirmed as director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy. And he made a very startling claim during a speech in Austin, Texas, where he said, "Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow, and improve productivity." And later in the same speech, he reinforced this concept. He said Americans will soon have the choice to craft new technologies and give themselves to scientific discoveries that will bend space, time and space, make more with less, he said, and drive us further into the endless frontier. And the White House published these remarks on its official website, so it gives it a much stronger air of legitimacy, and that sparked a whole online discussion. Here's the two main quotes, his two main statements. He really did hit on this notion of manipulating time and space. Again, he said, our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated. And then he says, new technologies to give themselves to scientific discoveries that will bend time and space, make more with less, and so forth. So, and then that just followed shortly after a statement by President Trump himself from April 9th of 2025, just a couple of weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago, as I'm saying this here. Trump said, "We have a weapon that no one has a clue what it is, and this is the most powerful weapon in the world, which is more powerful than anyone even close." I couldn't do that in a good Trump impression, so forgive me. And then you can go back a bit further, 5 years ago, to an interesting article in the War Zone, and this was discussed just recently. These are some statements by Lieutenant General Steve Quast. And a very interesting article in the War Zone. I have it, you can see the link below, but I will provide a full link in the description box below. But this is Lieutenant General Steve Quast. He was quoted as saying, now this isn't about space and time specifically, but this is about radical advanced technology. "We have the technology to deliver," he said, "any human being from any place on planet Earth to any other place in less than an hour." This is back in 2019. And Quast also stated that this technology could deliver wireless energy from space and eliminate the need for conventional power infrastructure. So not quite the same as space-time manipulation, but still quite radical. And, this thing I wondered about delivering any human from any place to any other place on Earth in an hour could refer to space-time manipulation, potentially. Could also refer to what we might call trans-atmospheric vehicles. That would be advanced hypersonic aircraft or spacecraft that can temporarily leave Earth's atmosphere and then re-enter, or some other combination of conventional and exotic propulsion. You don't really know if we're dealing with space-time here or not, but still, very radical statement, and that was from 5 years ago. So really strong hints that there are potent capabilities that are below the radar, as it were, of our official truth in our society. So a couple of things about the recent statement by Mr. Kratsios. The Newsweek article that covered this, it was one of the mainstream establishment sources that I saw. They were really trying to play down some of the literalistic interpretation of this. So In Newsweek, there was a sense that, well, maybe his wording was metaphorical, maybe intended to refer simply to the powerful nature of modern innovation, not literal manipulation of space time. Even Ross Coulthard, he did a piece on just yesterday. I don't really know if he thinks this, but he suggested that Kratsios could defend his statements just by saying, hey, I was speaking metaphorically. And he could if he wished to, I imagine. And there were other interpretations that I saw just looking through this that suggested Kratsios might have been referring to breakthroughs in AI or in quantum computing. And then in Newsweek and elsewhere, you get everyone again saying, well, there's no concrete evidence. The claims are sensational. There's no device publicly known. We are told that can literally manipulate time and space or make distance irrelevant. And also, it is true, the White House has not officially clarified the statement, at least as of right now. And we don't have any demonstrations of these alleged capabilities. So that's led some people to say, look, the whole comment was a bit hyperbolic, or maybe a metaphorical reference to conventional tech. Maybe. Officially speaking, we do bend space in laboratories, but not in reality. At Heidelberg University in Germany, for example, scientists have used what are known as cold quantum gases to mimic curved space-time. Don't ask me to explain it any better than that, but they create these miniature universes that expand and contract under controlled conditions. These are models, not true manipulation. But there is mathematics that allows for things like warp drive. Miguel Alcubierre, the mathematician at the University of Wales 30 years ago, did develop equations that showed how to compress space ahead and expand it behind. But the fuel, well, that is what is undiscovered. So apparently we have the formula, we just lack the ingredient. Military forces, as I'm going to describe, again, have been seeking this power.
All right, you guys, that's it for that one there. This was just a snippet like usual. I'll never show the whole video on my channel. I would want you guys to go to Dolan's channel, and I will have a link down below so you guys could check out the whole thing. It's quite interesting. Anyways, what do you think about what Richard Dolan says? In the beginning, he's kind of insinuating that there may be some truth into what this U.S. official said in his statements. There might be some truth. I don't know. It was interesting getting Dolan's take on this. It certainly got me wondering for sure. Anyways, you guys, like, subscribe, share with friends, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of Richard Dolan's video. And you guys go watch his video. I'll have a link down below. Guys, see you next time. Peace out.